is going to bridge that early to mid? Are they still going to go back to the Eve? Are they going to have something to be able to kind of poke out the frontliners of the side of TL, or are they just going to back away? Because I think doubling down on the poke just makes a lot of sense when you have a CC on your side. You're already running double fighters. They're going to be probing anyways. You might as well get some value.
I think they need the burst. The real-world manipulation from Eve, despite her kit being very good, doesn't provide what the rest of the lineup is asking for. So I'd go Lunox because it has a good matchup against the Farsa, good stats. So utility plus Lunox.
And Hayabusa?
Okay, Assassin and Hayabusa. Assassin and Zetian.
Yeah. I kind of feel like what Aurora is aiming for is win out the lanes, make sure Zetian can deal with the Farsa, both CC as well as Sora can deal everything by themselves, giving space for TNZ and maybe keep on ganking one lane.
The Lanadon we go. This is the battle for match point between TLPH and Aurora Gaming Turkey.
Yep. And if it's just risk that we're talking about, this isn't new to Aurora. They've been one of the few to introduce the more unorthodox meta, the Harleys, which are now being banned against them. So this might just be all according to plan for them, but I have to agree, the draft looks very favorable for Team Liquid.
And it's not just in this tournament, right? We saw the Harley, we saw those crazy picks, but the Amon, the Leomord, it was them who showed it off in the international stage in previous tournaments as well.
Yeah, I mean, Aurora's always been known for doing things like this, but they are also a team that's known for making it work time and time again. I like the draft a lot. I think the Hayabusa is a little off, but still, if there's a team that can do it, it's them.
Yeah. Looking at the emblems, everything looks pretty standard for majority of them. A lot of thrills, so I'm guessing Team Liquid really want to take things into or under control, but Aurora Gaming, despite everything we've mentioned, at least with the Zetian, we're seeing how they also are keeping the mid lane under control so far. So I guess that's stopping Team Liquid to a certain extent.
Yeah. That's something we have been seeing a lot from the Zetians, even for Selangor Red Giants. The way they control the mid lane is, with the Zetian, you have just so much range and instant clear with anyone with Concussive Blast. So even if the enemy team has Cho, it's still a win for you. JP and Sanji are kind of confined to their turret right now, and it's very difficult because on the Forza you want to be active. You want to use those wings by wings early to get like a little bit of poke on Lunar, maybe a win, or just relieving pressure off of your weak side. All those small victories have been taken away from or by the Zetian.
Ooh, that could have been something for Aurora. Fortunately, Team Liquid are really careful in scouting out where they could potentially come from. They're the ones holding the turtles first, though.
Uh-oh, a lot of damage on it, JP.
But their
Airstrike goes down early for Sanji, but he was able to zone Rosa away, and that's the goal. And Team Liquid once again get the first neutral objective with the turtle.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, without...
Hey!
Oh, wait!
Comes the bully, JP comes in. Is he able to get away? Wait a second, a lot of damage on the JP. The shadow kill, TNZ with first blood. He's just able to, he does lose the purple buff over to Carlteasy, but still, at least he finds some revenge. Now Sanford taking a little bit of damage as well, but the disengage happens.
Okay, that flicker was a bit off-timed. I think he could have escaped that a bit or could have split up the damage a bit more, but then he clicked it right as the Ogi shadow kill was cast, so he had to go down. Could have been better, especially as he used the flicker. Oh, Pagu too using the flicker, but going back, yeah. Team Liquid Philippines at that point, I feel like Aurora Gaming should have been more. Wait, maybe we talk about that later.
The dragon on TNZ, TNZ instantly taken out. A tsunami slam from Pagu. Carlteasy wants more. Gonna come in. Lock on to Pagu. Sanji showing up to the party as well. Pagu decimated, taken out. Wiped off the map. A double kill into the hands of Carlteasy.
Wait, Lunar?
Sanford in trouble. Lunar trying to find something.
Ooh.
Hopefully he can pick it up. Yes, Lunar gets the solo kill. Up against 40.
Who's the Apex Predator now? Lunar winging out up top, but also uncharacteristic on both sides. Yeah, Sanford getting solo kill. Carlteasy recalling on Pagu.
I
don't see that often.
I can't help but recall what they mentioned in the interview. He just wished good luck to wait. Oheb?
Got a kill on Oheb. Blazing Duet. He will be safe. The fighter emblems just
okay.
too much.
Maybe I can continue what I was saying now.
Yeah.
But
Never mind.
Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Now I.
Never mind.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Wait. You're good. Go. Go quickly.
So Carlteasy did mention good luck to whoever they're facing against next, because they're really feeling it right now. So maybe that's one of the indicators that they are, because he doesn't usually spam the recall.
Especially after last game. Oh, Sanford!
Oh!
Flash on a Tansy. Tansy's not going to get out of this one. Big Boom does show up. Get some nice damage on a JP. Looking for one more shot. Bagu unable to connect with a Tsunami Slam. Rosa as well. JP gets away safely. Finally, Tsunami Slam does come on to Sanford.
Wow.
Takes some more chip damage from Rosa. He tries to dash back. Gets back to the turtle. It's another neutral objective into the hands of Team Liquid.
Beautifully done by Sanford there. Getting solo killed up top, he instantly just rotates over, plays for the team, knows that, all right, in this matchup, I'm kind of cooked. Might as well just go and enable the team, the part of the team that's winning,
Yeah.
and then rotate back up top. Lunar, he's a Sora. He's great in team fights, but in terms of sieging turrets down, not that good. You can already see that the punishment from Sora just staying in lane wasn't all that.
Yeah, and it's the small things. The way he always tries to help JP, that dauntless strike last minute, just JP could survive. And JP himself too, with that well-timed Shunpo, so he doesn't get caught in the title strike. So everything is just slowly falling into place for Team Liquid here. But you have to also note, Aurora Gaming, they're not letting things completely go their way. They're looking for the trades, and these are really good trades because they're getting turrets across the map.
Taking a look at the items here, rush to the Oracle there for Lunar, wants to get more benefits from the healing of Kalea passive. You're constantly proccing in team fights, and it makes sense because he has concussive blast. This is the thing that we've been seeing a lot of teams go for as we develop into the later stage of the M7 World Championship. Earlier on in the wildcard, it was all Brave Smite Soras. Then we got to see Lutpi play the concussive blast, and I'm like, wait, how does this work? He lost on that, then I'm like, okay, maybe it's not the best. Then we saw more and more concussive blast just for Prio, and now it's the best emblem to go for. No one ever goes Brave Smite again, except, I mean, this is what we're talking about XP, because Temporal Rain is pretty good for gold.
Yeah. We saw that in Oheb's hands even yesterday, or even just earlier now when he used it and did a couple mistakes on the Sora, but that was already the Tsunami Slam.
Now that's more like the Apex Predator. JP!
Nice way the Dragon does connect onto Pagu. Feathered Airstrike as well. Shifting clouds keep Carl Teasy under the tower. JP now trying to run away as Pagu. Rosa want to try to refight this out.
Oh no.
Masanji and Sanford and all the rest of the team have showed up, and the taunt happens, and JP gets the kill. Now Rosa and Pagu in a bad situation. Turtle up in 3 seconds. Team Liquid gonna reposition.
Lunar probably didn't want to reposition there.
Sanji!
Oh, they walk right into it. A stun and a final slash, and Sanford finds Pagu.
It's almost like Team Liquid were like, all right, game 1, game 2, Aurora were catching us with these crazy unorthodox team fights that we might just have to go for our comfort pick. Oh, JP again?
Okay.
Clouds on a JP, brings him under the tower, but Sanford showed up in the nick of time, but a shadow kill able to get it now. Sanford in a bad spot as well, brought down to about 20%.
Oof.
This is the final slash, and it's one hot on to Sanford. They can't get the kill, but the airstrike comes out. What time? Sanford finally goes down. Pagu with Tsunami Slam onto Sanji. Oheb! Altizi looking for a target, blazing duet from Oheb. And then there's Calm.
Okay.
Finally.
I hope this is real. Because they're a bit too far from each other to re-engage once again and cut us off. But yeah.
We finally analyzed.
Finally, maybe not.
Never
Okay.
mind.
Well, you keep wasting time. You gotta jump in again.
Okay. But there you go. You see how these two players of Team Liquid really are working together almost all the time. It's JP and Sanford making things happen across the map, even without Carl Teasy joining in. But when he decides to, that's where the narrative really shifts. This is a clear advantage in Team Liquid's hands so far, but Aurora Gaming, just the same, could see it as an opening. If they're able to constantly punish these two frontliners for Liquid that way, then they'll have much easier access to these members of Liquid who they're yet to shut down. That's Oheb, that's Sanji, and speaking of...
AP brought in the midst, there was no escape from that one.
Yeah. I don't know about the Shunpu there. Like, he tried to, I guess, body block for Oheb, and then he ended up just going like, oh no, it's me now. All right, whatever, you know? I guess we could say it's worth it because look at Sanford pushing up top, getting the prio again to maneuver into the jungle, but unfortunately they don't use it to do anything. So at the end of the day, it's just a free pick off there. But Team Liquid are still ahead by quite a bit, and the corrosion size will be done very soon by Oheb. That's going to be quick from him. Swift Trinity, Brute Force Breast Split already picked up now as well by Lunar.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a 2-level gap between the two junglers and a 1k gold lead too. So far Carl Teasy has been doing, or it's not actually Carl Teasy, it's JP and the other members of Liquid doing a great job at choking out resources from TNZ. He's only gotten his second core item just now.
Hold on, Pagu able to pull Sanford back as TNZ goes into the back line. Oh! Shadow Kill does not connect, and Sanford able to flicker away. Lunar still in the midst of things with the shifting clouds, able to bring JP back to the team. Aurora They want to keep on forcing this. Lunar backs off.
All right.
It's a retreat.
Tianzi goes in with a shadow kill.
On to JP, looking for the final shot and gets the kill.
The RNG just isn't in favor of JP. He's flickered out of the shadow kill. I think like this is the third time it's happened. And it just doesn't work in the way that you expect, right?
Yeah.
You want to flicker right as the shadow kill comes in so that it kind of buffers.
Yeah.
But it's just unfortunate. The thing is, though, even with the flicker, Tianzi already had the quad shadow, and he went shadow kill Lunar.
Clouds on a Carl TZ and Oheb in the face of a feathered airstrike. The damage is too much.
That should have been an opening. There was no retreat for Team Liquid.
Wait a second, Pogu. Sanji takes out Pogu. Oheb has gotten the kill, but Sticky Boom finds Sanji. Carl TZ now in control of the Lord Pit. It's nothing but Rosa and Tianzi left.
I legit lost count of the number of vengeances that Sanford used in that previous fight. Oh my goodness, I thought the Fury of the Phoenix could have stood a chance, but yeah. And it was weird. Aurora Gaming, they had such the perfect opportunities. Carl TZ was forced to use his retribution in that previous clash. Team Liquid were already forced to back out. JP was nowhere to look for a setup, but Lunar probably in a desperate attempt to look for another setup to get more just so they could ensure that they have the upper hand and the advantage, tried to go for something.
That's why when teams go for this kind of play style, it's a risk that you're taking where you might overheat yourself, right? And that's exactly what's happening in Aurora Gaming. They find some good team fights, but the fact that Team Liquid throughout the game has gotten more, he's got more wins in the team fights. It's built up frustration for Aurora Gaming. So whenever they only get like a small victory, one guy picked off, they're like, I want more. They're giving for TL hope basically to Aurora Gaming, and it's a false sense of security where Aurora are just like, we constantly want more, and the punish keeps on happening. You can't just be making these mistakes against Team Liquid. Look at already, with just a small mistake from Lunar, how much of a goal lead they built. Final slash!
Sanji takes out Rosa. That's the final slash you're waiting to see right before a big push.
With the flickered off angle too, Rosa could not expect that. I mean, there was no way to react to it. He wasn't really visible, and then boom, JP!
In the backside with a kick, but it's the wrong way and sees Tsunami Slam. Back to the base, Immortality does pop. Sanford's gonna try to help him out. A shifting clouds though makes sure Sanford kill. Feather Airstrike does come down, Lunar forces it back up. Trying to lock onto Sanji.
Whoa.
Does get away on the top side though. Oheb with a BMI back.
Such great timing.
Nice stun.
Yeah. Okay, so they might not go for it first, but that was such great timing on the Purify. Oheb wasn't caught in the title strike, so his Blazing Duet wasn't cancelled out. At least Aurora Gaming were quick to react though, so they didn't feel majority of the damage just yet, but still that's already the Swift Trinity completed for Oheb. And mind you, that was the only time I think where he went in with the Blazing Duet. He wasn't alongside anyone else just yet, so what more if Team Liquid decide to commit with all these resources that they have?
Yeah, take a look at the items here again. With the Wind of Nature as well, Oheb is just so free. There's not really a lot of lockdown by the time he goes in. Oheb's playing this Claude really, really well, and he understands the job description of playing the Claude at this point, right? It's not to go Blazing Duet with the rest of the team initially. It's to wait for some of these resources to be burnt out. Lunar CC being burnt out, the Tsunami Slam from Pogu, and then, only then will Oheb walk up to clean up, and it's been working amazing right now. So Aurora, what is the route they need to take to avoid that from happening? Because again, it really seems like there's no answer right now.
Yeah, they do have answers in their lineup though, very direct answers at that. They do have the Fury of the Phoenix, they can use it to cancel out or at least stop Team Liquid in their tracks if they wanted to, or if they timed it really, really well. And Tianzi, well, it's also partly the JP not being as lucky today when it comes to dodging the Yogi Shadow kills, but right now Tianzi can also deal considerable amounts of damage if he wanted to, but okay. Speaking of, JP spots out where Aurora Gaming is going to come from.
Play, quick movements from Aurora Gaming. Lunar comes with a shifting flash, but the knockup happens! And Aurora Gaming is shoved in their face! Back away from the Lord, Lunar taken out, Team Liquid going to advance.
2 members down, a Lord taken by the Chef. Team Liquid are looking for the end in game number 3 for match point.
Yup, they lost Tianzi and Lunar, 2 of probably the most important heroes you could rely on for your defense.
AP with a big kick lands on Pogu. Oheb gonna get some more shots off. Pogu goes down next. It's Siggy Boom and Rosa up against the Stampede. A Lord coming down the mid side. Oheb locks on a Siggy Boom. Siggy Boom trying to do something, but he just can't do it. Carl TZ and Sanji lock on the base, and that's game 2 for Team Liquid.